Yo, today about to be reacting to celebrity worship is a mental illness. Nah, bro. Honestly, I definitely agree with this title. Cause it's like, how could you invest so much time and thought into another person's life and worship them so much when you barely talk to the Lord Himself? But let's see what He's talking about.
Is this serious?
Hold on. Man proposed to Kiki Palmer.
Is this serious?
What's happening?
What?
There
How did
is.
this happen?
Nigga think he living in a Disney movie. Don't he think he about to she about to say yes, start crying. Then the music about to cue, the streamers about to fly. What are you doing, loser?
I can't marry you. I don't know you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, sir. No, it's okay. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he should have been pounded out immediately. When I saw
Loser.
Kiki Palmer get proposed to by an absolute stranger at South by Southwest, it signaled a terrifying reality of this new era that we're stepping into. Celebrity worship and parasocialism have gotten so far to the point where it's no longer just these one-off quirky comments on the internet, maybe some fan engagement, airbrush t-shirt, those things.
Yeah, like okay, for example, with that celebrity crush shit, I'm not with that. I don't do that. Cause for no, it's just weird. Grown up, you're a grown ass woman, grown ass woman, grown ass man worshiping or crushing, idolizing another grown adult. Come on, bro, that's weird, in my opinion.
Brushing off for the past couple of years. But it's now getting to the point where celebrities are actually being placed into harm's way. Their boundaries and their privacies are getting invaded, and nobody seems to care. But I'm here to tell you that we can no longer brush off these small incidents, because these small things lead to these major incidents where people feel comfortable
sure.
enough in order to walk up on these celebrities that they don't know and give a legitimate proposal to them and look at the crowd and say, no guys, she wants to say yes. Celebrity worship and parasocialism have gotten too damn far. It's no longer a catch-all, but more so of a diagnosis for something bigger and badder to come. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It goes a long, long way for this channel.
sure.
It lets me
Subscribe
know
to my
that
guy,
we
man.
are on
Subscribe
a
to me
level
as
playing
well, you
field
feel
and that
me?
we have an okay relationship, not a parasocial
For
one
sure.
for me. Now, back into the video. This proposal wasn't just a spur-of-the-moment thing. It was planned, and it was calculated stalker behavior. This guy bought a ring, bought a plane ticket to South by Southwest, took off from his job also. Most people don't think about that during this time.
Grown man, by the way. Grown man. Just throwing money down the drain for a woman that don't even know you. You could have watched this on YouTube. You could have watched the whole interview on YouTube. Weirdo. What you can't talk to hoes in real life? Come on, bro.
Economy, bought a hotel room, bought access to the conference, and then had the balls to come up and propose to a woman that he does not know in real life and a woman that does not know him.
I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is.
This behavior is beyond parasocial. This man poses an actual threat to the safety and security
For
of
sure, it's
Kiki Palmer.
giving stalker vibes. Like the stalker, the whole stalker aspect. Like that's scary. For sure. For sure.
I know a lot of people brushed it off because it's Kiki Palmer and she doesn't have the internet's favor at the moment, but I think that there's a bigger conversation to be had here. This wasn't a joke. This wasn't a skit. This man was dead serious. And
Yeah,
luckily
she said
didn't get
yeah,
hurt,
but she said yeah. They'd be on the honeymoon right now with his average salary. Yes, they'd be on the honeymoon right now.
knows what could have happened in any other instance. Oftentimes we wait until these big and grandiose events happen for us to make commentary about it or intervene or react to it, but I'm telling you right now, it's the smaller things that happen that lead up to these events that have me questioning, why is nobody saying this? Oftentimes on the internet we see weird reactions and interactions between fans and celebrities, and the only thing that people usually say is, oh well, this person's weird, they're a glazer, etc., etc. You know, they're Stan FC, blase blah, this, that, and the fourth and third. But the reality of these situations is that these are early warning signs, to me, in my opinion, of somebody who has a relationship that is greater than just one of a fan. This is one that is bordering somebody who has some sort of mental illness when it comes to their relationship, or lack thereof relationship, a made-up relationship with said celebrity. I've never understood
Weirdo.
the fans that cry at meet and greets because they're so overwhelmed, especially when we're talking about people who aren't.
Scream, jumping up and down. Oh my goodness! Oh, you saved my life. Oh, I watch you all the time. I listen to you all the time. Oh my goodness, you're really here. Ah. All that extra bullshit, bro. I'd be damned if, bro. What happened to a quick? Oh, that's so and so. Hey, what's up? Can I get a picture? Oh, it's nice meeting you, man. And then keep it pushing. What happened to that? You know what I'm saying? Oh no.
Celebrities. No shade and disrespect to Krishan Rock, but there's no reason why a woman.
Oh my goodness. Why was this little girl happy to see Krishan Rock? What is she doing? What kind of influence is Krishan Rock persuading to this little girl? How to drink and smoke while pregnant? How to not give your child the proper help when needed? How to grift your life over to something because you think that that's going to help bring a positive influence on your life, not for the right aspect, not for the true aspect, but you think that you worshiping God is going to magically make your baby retarded. Come on, bro.
Be hyperventilating and about to pass out
Oh, I
because
said
they're needing it.
retarded.
To me, the only reason why something like that would happen is no different than why these people would comment on her child to the extent that they do. It's because in their mind, they've built up some sort of relationship with said person and pedestalized them to a certain extent. And we don't talk about it because we brush it off as normal fandom, but to be honest with you, it's a little bit insane. I think another small
Overly
example
insane.
of parasocial activity that we brush off is this Gunna fan who paid seemingly $66 in order to run with him. Now, I know somebody's gonna say, Omar, he's just a weirdo. You should be overlooking this. This isn't a big deal. But to me, this symbolized the links.
Oh, wait. Did he pay Gunna? He didn't pay Gunna $66. Man, going viral for paying to run with Gunna. He probably did. But if Gunna wasn't expecting him to be there, I'd be so irritated. When you running, you trying to clear your mind. You know what I'm saying? You trying to focus on breathing, better your life. That's literally why you run it, to clear your mind, get better cardio. Slim down. I got this nigga with a camera and a ski mask in my face, bro. Move.
Just a weirdo. You should be overlooking this. This isn't a big deal. But to me, this symbolized the links that somebody would go
But
to
no,
in order to get some.
if it was like something that Gunna offered, then that's not weird. But if it was like Gunna didn't know, then yeah, that's weird.
Small
sure.
interaction with Gunna. This guy seems fanned out, for lack of a better term.
For sure.
And to pay $66 to run with Gunna just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. What it told me, though, is that this is somebody who is willing and able to do just about anything in order to get even this level of interaction with a celebrity. He paid $66 and ran miles with Gunna for a small glimpse of attention. And to me, this is just the tip of the iceberg as to how far people will go to get close to their
Hey,
favorite
at least he got a
celebrities.
good, healthy run out of it. You know what I'm
This is the
saying?
level before the escalation. And what happens after this is a
And he
total
running with a ski
disrespect
mask
and
on. You know that boy winded. Come on,
of
man.
care for a person's boundaries to the point where, honestly, the threats of violence can be justified because of how disrespectful some of these people are.
This is
Hey y'all, let me get an ad block when I get monetized. Don't worry about it at all. Just stay down until we come up. We gonna be there real soon. Indeed. How y'all feel about this situation right here? Honestly, it would have been different if he painted a picture of. Why is he looking at him like that, bro? It's so awkward. But it would have been different if he painted a picture of the baby, or if the baby paid him to pay his daughters. But you just pulled up pictures of his daughter off the internet and spent hours on hours, hours upon hours, painting them to perfection, drawing and painting them to perfection. I ain't gonna lie. I'd be weirded out. I don't want to fight a nigga. You gonna pay my daughter with my you gonna grab pictures of my daughters off the internet and just stare at them for hours. It's weird. It's weird indeed. But if I gave you permission to, I paid you like, hey, you doing them portraits for my daughters? Oh, that ain't weird at all. But yeah. It's fucked up though. Another reason why I don't draw celebrities. You didn't draw him. You drew his daughters. His daughters not no celebrities.
While DaBaby was at a nightclub, a fan decided that he was going to present him with a gift, something that people do to celebrities and famous people all the time. But what he didn't take into consideration is that this gift that he was presenting him crossed so many
Inappropriate.
boundaries, it's actually disgusting. The
Yeah,
gift in question
for
was a
sure.
picture of DaBaby's children, hand-painted by said fan/creator. And I went on this person's page and I realized this is the niche / these are the things that he does on a normal basis. He paints people's family members, whether it be babies, brothers, sisters, uncles, aunts, deceased and alive. No commission, just in an attempt to draw the eye of some sort of celebrity. Now, this is weird beyond belief. I shouldn't have to explain why. This guy looks up DaBaby's kids, downloads the pictures, again, not commissioned and totally a stranger, stares at it while he's painting for several hours, and then also locates DaBaby to present these things in a public setting because he knows that if DaBaby does do some sort of off-the-wall interaction with him, it'll make DaBaby seem more awkward as opposed to this guy. For what it's worth, I think DaBaby handled it very, very well. Jonathan is known to pound out dudes in this type of situation, but why did this guy, who is a painter, feel as though he had free range to do these types of things? I get that this is your style of content and you have to push the envelope just a little bit every once in a while, but at some point you have to say, when you're searching up a picture of DaBaby's children, downloading it and blowing up said image and staring at it while painting it with no permission from either parent in this situation, you should probably say to yourself, you know what, I'm probably going a little bit too far. That's entitlement, that's delusion, and that's what parasocialism and celebrity worship is doing to people. What makes this situation worse is that DaBaby had to go and comment on this guy's page. He decided to leave this portrait and photos, which I thought was just so strange. He actually left photos of these two babies depicting like, hey, this is the inspiration photo, up on his page. And DaBaby had to justify not accepting the photo and give this man a message about keeping this stuff up on his page.
First and foremost,
I agree with DaBaby 100%. I don't care what nobody say, bro. It'll be different if you painted him. Like, oh, that's what's up. You cold. You tight.
I'm not the type of father that I'm not into like grown ass men discussing my daughters, taking pictures of my daughters, taking pictures of my kids. I don't play like that. I'm not accepting no painting of my daughters outside of a nightclub.
At this point, you just don't give
Yeah,
a
that
damn
was
about
a crazy area to get that as well. So I agree with him 100%, honestly. Say what you want, cry about it. I don't give a damn.
boundaries being set, or honestly have any morals or principles. If I did something to someone and could feel the vibe and see the internet's interaction with the content I was trying to make was negative and not well received, at no point in time am I keeping these things up or continuing down this path. That's the thing about this fandom and parasocialness that we're going through. It's not even about the creator. There's no respect, there's no privacy, there's no boundaries that are being respected in these situations. It's all about the fan and what they can do and get away with. And I think in any case of celebrity worship, you can see patterns being continued through all of them. Entitlement, lack of boundaries, lack of respect for these celebrities that you ogle over make you do these things that you want to do. I'm not saying you, I feel like I'm talking to somebody, but we know who I'm talking about. The same admiration that has you breaking down at a meet and greet when you meet.
Again, crazy. I would feel like a failure as a parent if my baby is crying to me, Krishan Rock, talking about, you're my hero. Oh my God, you saved my life. What does Krishan Rock do? What's that song What's that song that she... Hold on, bro. Give me a second. This song right here. Hard times. Oh, I'm crying not to God to help me with these hard times. Oh, or you got to make me cry, shorty. Oh my.
Admiration and delusion that has a man kneeling down in front of Keke Palmer trying to propose to her, one of which that is a stranger. And so
that nigga weird though.
It's time and there's money. I like Save Both. Cars.com.
Hey y'all, let me get an ad block when I get monetized, bro. Don't worry about it at all. She's trying to sell y'all car insurance and whatnot, man. I'm just trying to catch a vibe, bro. And they showing another ad, but don't worry about it. No, just a little time that until we come up. We gonna come up real soon. Trust me.
We've seen where this spectrum can go, but what makes Keke Palmer's situation so much worse is what she said after the actual proposal in an interview.
I could see in his eyes that we've had romance. We had a lifetime in this man's eyes where he was like, seriously, like, it gave like, they finally came. And then that's when I knew when he started looking back to the people and he was like, she wants to say yes, help her say yes. But in the moment, it went from this is a joke to I gotta be careful with how I break the reality of this guy. This is nothing to play with. And that's why I got
Yeah, bro,
very
it could have went real left up in that moment. He could have had a whole firearm.
started feeling sad because I was thinking to myself, man, this guy is in a really bad way, man.
Keke Palmer did something that most people wouldn't do in this situation. I think is very telling. In this very awkward and honestly threatening position, she started to feel empathy and sympathy for the guy that was on one knee. She saw the love and
Good, bro.
admiration
Somebody
and
cooking something fire. I smell peppers and all type of seasoning. Well, y'all know how that gets.
genuine
Ooh.
desire from this man to be with Keke Palmer. But the crazy thing is, this is a person that has a detached sense of reality from what is really going on. My thing about all this is, what if she had been rude? Like, what if she had laughed? What if she had said something off the wall, kind of snapped on him? How does this man that is this delusional deals with that level of rejection? Now, granted, she will be justified in doing all of this, but we now have to consider these other people's feelings because they are so parasocial and caught up and lost, and it wasn't stopped earlier, that the threat of actual violence and harm is real. We also have to remember that this was done in a public setting. What happens if this person was caught outside, walking by themselves, taking a smoke break, I don't know, at a park or something like that, not where there are cameras, multiple different people, security, etc., etc. This could have definitely ended bad if Keke Palmer didn't say yes and play into this fan's delusion even more. Keke handled the situation perfectly. She handled it with care and empathy and gentleness that honestly potentially saved her life. But ultimately, a stranger should have never gotten this close to her. Therefore, it was a security failure. And this isn't the first time that we have seen parasocial fans have the ability to get close with their creator or celebrity crush, idol, whatever the case may be, with security not doing their job. Keke Palmer and DaBaby's situation show me a clear pattern that these parasocial and celebrity worshiping fans use public situations in order to corner these celebrities into weird situations in which they have to act respectfully and play into their delusions. Security is usually reactive and not preventative or proactive in any of these situations, thus leaving these celebrities and content creators to harm's way. It's the same situation where this guy bought tickets, flew to the event, stood in line, and waited for his opportunity to bum rush Emery. These strangers don't respect any sort of boundaries.
Weirdo. Weirdo.
And ultimately, these things could have been avoided if people had taken these smaller signs that these fans and stans and people who are parasocial showed on the internet on a day-to-day basis. And the sad part about it is the question has to arise, what happens if we don't start taking these things seriously? What happens if we don't take...
It becomes weirder and weirder. People start to become more comfortable doing unacceptable things until one day somebody do something so horrific that they're gonna change it. Gonna switch up the whole game. Now it's over for all the weirdos. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all can't get no access to the people y'all idolize. You know, it get like that. But no, let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. Honestly, bro. Honestly, I feel like you should focus on bettering your life to get in position to where you won't have to worship people like that, but to have people worship you. That might sound crazy, but hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. You become so successful and so good at what you do, you inspire other people to do the same as well, to do what you do in life. You know what I'm saying? But nah, let me know what y'all think down in the comments below, and let me catch you niggas in the next one. Yes sir.